Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Brittany Jennings coming to you from the Seniors Blue Book. And today I'm here with Erika. She's the owner of Home Helpers of Sarasota. Good morning, Erika.
Hi, Brittany. Good morning.
Thank you so much for being here with me. I always love seeing you. You're always a great ray of sunshine. And
Thank
um,
you.
thank you. And I'm looking forward to hearing just some of the updates and,
Mm-hmm.
2020/2021. It's been a big transition for everybody with the
Mm-hmm.
services they're providing and how they're doing that. And we're going to jump into that in just a moment. But I do want
Mm-hmm.
you to share a little bit of your story about how Home Helpers, how you came to be the owner of Home Helpers,
Mm-hmm.
and some of
Mm-hmm.
the services that you provide to clients.
Of course. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm very enthusiastic to talk about the work I do with Home Helpers. So, Home Helpers is my second career. I am originally from Brazil. I was a professor in Brazil. I'm still a translator. I taught translation, machine translation. I'm a linguist as well. And when my family and I we immigrated to the United States 3 years ago to support our son who is studying to be a pilot with the Air Force, I wanted to be able to work more and give back to the community that has welcomed us into this country. And back in Brazil, when I was in my late teen years, I took care of my grandparents. And then I went on to college and led my life and graduated, did so many things. And I always felt that academia makes you a kind of isolated of what is going on. So I decided that I wanted in the second half of my life to give back, to be with um, especially older adults who want to stay home, and how could I help them, just like as I helped my grandparents. And I feel that many times family feel overwhelmed with the care that is needed, and they don't have time to be with their loved ones. Just be a daughter, be a granddaughter. And that's what happened with me. So it's in their memory that I do that, and that I do this. And in order to start this business, I also got the training for it. For me, it was not just about owning the business, but I went to the Red Cross. I did my training there while I was in the process of the license. So I learned what it is like to be a caregiver. I became a CNA myself. I studied the aging process, became a certified senior advisor. So it's not something that I jumped on from one career to a new business, but I wanted to understand it well, to serve well my community. So I'm very proud of what we have accomplished so far in the time since we have opened. So many challenges with COVID, so many things we had to change in the way we provide care at home and in communities. But Home Helpers is a very strong brand. Home Helpers has been providing care in over 1,000 communities in the United States for over 22 years. So this has allowed me to really learn the way to provide services well too. So
Awesome. I didn't realize, I guess, how large Home Helpers
mhm.
was. I know because directly we work with, of course, the three counties here, but that's
Mhm.
amazing. So thanks for
Yes,
sharing that. And
thank you.
there's a lot of strength in that. There are so many different franchises and different
Mhm.
areas. You guys really have a lot of I think, unique tips and tools that you guys use. And so we're going to
Mhm.
talk about a couple of those today.
Mhm.
And so one is called Cared For, and you also have a nutrition program. So I'll let you talk about these programs and how they're helping your clients in this today's environment.
Of course. Yes, Cared For is really a holistic program that Home Helpers has available. It's a proprietary program, and it involves not only services by our caregivers, our exceptional caregivers, but also services like 24/7 monitoring with our direct link, like fall detectors, emergency call buttons. We also provide wellness calls, and also nutrition planning, and also delivery of meals that are especially prepared for those who live with certain conditions, and they are very low in sodium and very high in protein, very differently from the frozen meals that you can buy at a regular store. So, nutrition is a big part of what we do. If we want to keep our clients, older adults, those who are recovering from surgery, if we want to keep them safe at home, we know how important it is that they are eating well and drinking. Many times, if they don't need a caregiver there all day long, they can have these meals complement and just warm them up in the microwave, for example. So, and the wellness calls, for example, are the check-ins. Have you taken your medication, Mrs. Smith? Have you locked the door? So just little reminders that for the families, especially if their loved ones live alone, can be, a lot of great peace of mind. And again, we don't need it to be there in the home all day. The monitoring, the fall detectors, the emergency call buttons are very used by our clients. Getting up, waking up confused in the middle of the night, just being able to press a button and call an emergency or a responder, which doesn't have necessarily to be the EMTs, but can be a neighbor, someone that will just say, okay, everything is good, I'll be there in 5 minutes. So this is important. And also the care by our caregivers that can be there for as many hours as our clients need. But we really want to make sure that when they are there, they are providing the services that they need. So we help families plan better the finance, the budget that they have, because we know how the cost of care is increasing day by day. So we want to help families plan ahead. So their loved one may need a smaller number of hours today, but we can start those extra services that have a very fraction of cost compared to having a caregiver there. And then as the needs increase, we can add more hours of care. So we are very flexible. What we really want is to help our clients stay home safe, prevent falls, because we know how a fall can turn a person's life around, and that person may end up in skilled nursing and not be able to fulfill that wish, which is to stay home independently. And the nutrition, again, with our partners, just have those meals delivered. It's just so easy, warm up in the microwave, so the family doesn't even have to worry about using a stove, leaving something on, danger. And I think it's just extra peace of mind for the family.
100%. I know, I guess maybe one question that somebody might have, like that instantly
Mhm.
popped up, is so in order to take advantage of the nutrition program, and of course of being
Mhm.
cared for, so do
Mhm.
they have to have a minimum number of hours per week that you're providing
Mhm.
care, or to kind of explain that part for people that are, because these are
Mhm.
fantastic. These are services that a lot of times people are having to go out and kind of find on their own, these resources, but
Mhm.
that's all really a part of being one of Home Helpers of Sarasota's clients.
Yes, definitely. And we start with a 3 hour, what we call, if we're going to do hourly rates, because if we're working with less than that, it's going to be a visit. So we start, because it's a way for us, Brittany, first, our caregivers, they go to our clients, they need to assess what's going on that day. So just being in the house for an hour doesn't give us the opportunity to really notice, what is there a changing condition. So if you're there for like a bath visit, what we call, it's very useful and very important too, but it's in and out. You go provide the service and leave. If you want to be there observing changes in every day or every week, what's going on, so you can alert a family member or a doctor, we start with a 3 hour. We think it is a good number. We don't have a minimum number of days. We can be just there once a week, and then we can complement the other days with the other services like wellness checks, the calls that I said. We can schedule like a check-in throughout the day. So this is something that you may say, well, a family member could do that, but you are so busy every day. And then 5 o'clock, oh, I forgot to remind mom that she should take her medication, or just check in to see if she's okay. And then, again, having a meal for the evening instead of having to cook, or run that risk of the having our client use a stove and forget it on. So just put it in the microwave, and it's nutritious. This is the most important. And also as I mentioned, the monitors that we have in case you need to ask for help in an emergency. Just having that gives our clients that feeling that I'm protected. I can just reach out and, touch a button. I don't have to worry about what number to dial.
Absolutely. These are all things, like you said, to keep somebody safe at home for as
Mm-hmm.
long as possible. And that is, I mean, I know I love senior living in general. I mean, I love everything
Mm-hmm.
about it. I love the in-home
Mm-hmm.
care. I love senior living, but
Mm-hmm.
everybody has their own personal preference of where they want to be in their lives. So you're truly providing all these great tools and
Thank
resources
you.
to keep somebody safe at home. So
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
just I thank you for sharing all this information with us. And for those that are watching, again, this is Erica with Home Helpers of Sarasota. And Erica, I will put your information, of course, in the post to reach out to
Mm-hmm.
you. I highly encourage everybody to make that first initial call. That's sometimes people are trying to figure out the right timing of when to
Mm-hmm.
start care. And
Mm-hmm.
the answer is at least start now with a consultation with Erica,
Exactly.
and just
Yes.
find out what services are available and just start doing your homework, because there's so
Mhm.
many great resources through Home Helpers of Sarasota.
Thank you. Yes, and when we do a home consultation, we also do a free safety assessment, trying to identify little things in the home that can put that person living there at a greater risk of a fall. So again, it's all about fall prevention. Fall is a huge thing for us, and we're so glad that, ever since we opened, we don't have any clients that have gone back to the hospital because of a fall. So we're fall free, and I'm very proud of that.
I love that. Like you said, and I've said the same thing ever since I've personally now seen and experienced seeing people have a fall, and the difference
Mhm,
that one fall can make, or the
mhm.
difference in
Yes,
the time of having that fall and having somebody come and help. That,
exactly.
I've heard such sad stories of when people didn't have somebody come and check on them for days,
Mhm,
the
mhm,
difference that that could have made. So again,
mhm.
do your homework, contact Erica, find out
Thank
these
you.
services that are available to you through Home Helpers. And I want to thank you again, Erica, for being here.
Thank
And thanks
you.
everybody at home for watching.
Thank you again for the opportunity.
Absolutely. All right. Bye, everybody. Until next
Bye.
time.